All right, here we go. Today's Those Who Know. Hi, everybody. My name is Eddie Callier, and this is the amazing Kindle Tate over here with me today. And we're going to be singing some songs for you. So, yeah, let's do it. I told myself not to write a song, but since your love and made this pen move, you might as well sing along. Cause I've been trying harder than a stone wall not to fall for you, baby. But every day I'm falling like some autumn leaves when the season changes. See, I told myself not to write a song. Oh, but since your kisses made this pen move, you might as well sing along. Oh, cause every time I tell you I'm a savage, it's cause I feel you're getting closer to my heart. And I'm supposed to be a man, but I'm scared. Didn't think we'd get this far. So tell me what you want and I'll give you what you need. I can't even help it cause there's something about your love, and you're sweeter than a tall glass of southern iced tea. Warmer than a Georgia summer with your arms wrapped around me. With your arms wrapped around me. With your arms wrapped around. I might need to face it, I just fell in love. I'm not even chasing, but I'm steady catching up. I was trying hard not to call you my baby, but no matter what, oh, I can't stop myself from saying all the things that make you do that cute little smile that you do, and that cute little way you move. But I make you happy cause those pretty eyes, the way they light up, rumors say they wanna be like us. And I was trying not to write a song. Oh, since your loving made this pen more, you might as well sing along, sing along. One more time, I'm gonna say it like this. Tell me what you want and I'll give you what you need. I can't even help it cause there's something about your love, and you're sweeter than tall as the southern iced tea. Warmer than a Georgia summer with your arms wrapped around me. With your arms wrapped around me. With your arms wrapped around. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, you say, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. With your arms wrapped around me, wrapped around me, wrapped around me, wrapped around me, wrapped around me. With your arms, with your arms, with your arms, with your arms wrapped around me, wrapped around me. Here we go. Say it. I just want you to love me for me, even if you just like me for who I'm gonna be. Cause that would be better than nothing, as long as I got you. Now that we got each other, what we gonna do? Cause we could make love, we could start a war. don't wanna break peace, but if I'm gonna fight, then you're who I'm fighting for. Cause that would be better than nothing. So I'll hold on to you. Now that we got each other, there's nothing we can't do. There's nothing we can't do. There's nothing we can't. Say, I've been searching for a long time for someone like you. You know that we could change the world. See, I just wanna change the world. Something like Martin and Coretta, Obama and Michelle, maybe even J&B, but I just wanna do something greater, find out what we were made for. We can make love till the sun goes down and rise up in the morning with a fist up, ready to fight for the brothers and the sisters, ready to make our own resistance. Or we could just make a family. I don't know what the future may bring, but as long as you love me for me. Even if you just like me for who I'm gonna be, well, that would be better than nothing, as long as I got you. And now that we got each other, what we gonna do? Cause we could make love, or we could start a war. I don't wanna break peace, but if I'm gonna fight, then you're who I'm fighting for. Cause that would be better than nothing, so I'll hold on to you. Now that we've got each other, there's nothing we can't do. There's nothing we can't. There's nothing we can't. There's nothing we can't do. There's nothing we can't do. There's nothing we can't do. Say, there's nothing we can't do. Say, nothing we can't. 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 Nothing we can't do. Oh, there's nothing we can't do. I said, there's nothing we can't. Nothing we can't. There's nothing we can do. We did it!
The Outlet is brought to you in part by Lives Over Money. Lives Over Money is a clothing brand that recognizes the importance of loving people and not the money. Fresh urban wear for every season is available for you. Just scan the QR code and be sure to like and follow Lives Over Money on all social media platforms. Also, visit livesovermoney.com and order your gear today. It's your girl Nene from The Outlet, the livest pre-recorded show on earth. Tell them we sent you.
I'm After the thing.
That's the stuff where they like, this ain't for kids.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's really not for kids.
Yeah.
The Winnie the Pooh one was the most
Oh,
disturbing,
my
and the
gosh.
Ronald McDonald McRib one was the
Oh,
most
the
disturbing.
Ronald the McRib one was that was super disturbing.
Poor Grimace.
Oh my gosh.
Female.
I can feel it, Mr. Krabs.
And the honey pot me boy or some shit.
Oh
I don't know
my
the line
God.
for that,
Check,
but
check.
it was funny.
Oh my
1,
gosh.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Uno,
1, 2,
dos,
1,
and the trace, and the cuatro, cinco,
Nobody likes Cinco.
Why you say that?
Just cuz.
seis, siete, siete,
You sounded like somebody's uncle.
siete, ocho, nueve,
Nothing.
Diez.
Ooh.
Once, doce, trece, catorce, catorce.
Is that one recording, sir? Should be. This one?
Yeah.
I feel fancy. I feel fancy
Yeah.
drinking this from a
Yes,
straw right now.
The cup makes it
then
not fancy, though.
But the cup
It
matches
doesn't
the
matter.
straw.
This
and
is
so
this is not fancy hour. This is real shit.
I mean, it
You
is.
came to my house, you're all drinking out of coffee cups. That's all we have is coffee
Really?
cups. Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
you know,
I wouldn't be mad at that.
that's the whole thing. I'm enjoying drinking out of this cup a lot more than I probably should right now. And it's something about it. You know what? I think it's moist.
Yeah, I'm not. See, that's why I didn't take a drink. It's not about to.
It's saturated.
You know, I don't need water.
It's damp.
What you need? What you need?
No. I said I don't need water because he won't shut up and he'll wait till I take a drink to try to make me laugh.
And then you're
And
gonna.
I'm just not gonna do that to
Okay.
myself.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Saturated.
This guy.
He chooses violence. I'm really, honestly, the calm one.
Always. Violence is the only answer.
I can appreciate it. We've already started recording. Welcome to the outlet, y'all. This is your boy Philo.
Yeah.
You already know, man. We back. This is season 2 for me. I'm in a new area. Got a new setup, all that stuff. And man, listen. Super dope guest today, as y'all just saw. He killed it. Like, I don't know what else to say. Kendall did a great job as well. Like, introduce yourself, man. Like, we here now.
Ladies first.
Hello, I'm Kendall Tate. I'm from Northridge, California, and my friend Eddie brought me out here for Juneteenth festival, and it was pretty awesome. And yeah,
For sure.
my favorite color is purple.
My name is Eddie Callier. My favorite color is also purple. This is the thing that's happening right now live. You all are witnessing this moment. This is a moment. And I recording artist, singer, songwriter, producer, and all of the things. I also like broccoli sometimes. No, Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts.
Of all the green things you could like.
Brussels sprouts. You know what? Oh, are we doing this? Is this happening right now? Oh man, is this happening right now?
You like the one vegetable that's shaped like a tree?
All right, okay. Let me before.
Are we serious?
Before I have the National Association of Trees.
What?
Like
It's like cannibalism. He's eating the trees so they.
Oh,
You know
so
what?
they don't grow to be big and strong?
so okay, before the National Association of Trees comes after me, let me just explain something here. So I was born in Portland, Oregon, where we have like evergreen trees. We have evergreen trees, we have mountains. And I moved to Georgia, not Atlanta, but to Georgia, in the outskirts, in the middle of nowhere, in the forest, like when I was really young. And the first thing that I saw was trees everywhere, nothing but trees. You can't see anything but trees. There aren't even street lights, at least there weren't back then.
Okay.
And so growing up with that, and of course I moved a whole lot, moved around everywhere and all that. I moved to Los Angeles in 2020. And when I moved to Los Angeles, I moved to the Valley, where I'm surrounded by mountains and beautiful things. And now Kendall here is
Can't stand
from
the Valley. Can't stand
from
the
the Valley. And you see, they say that what is it? Familiarity breeds contempt. So it's like the thing that I was seeing the most was trees everywhere, and I was like, yes, finally, mountains, something other than the thing that I'm seeing every day. And she has the same thing happening.
No, I don't.
Since
because
she's
there's
been
nothing
out
on
here.
the mountains. There's nothing. It's dirt. There's no snow. There's no grass.
It
It's
depends-
yellow and brown.
It
Like
depends on where in the valley.
I
you
just
are.
went. Listen, I just went over a bridge today with trees, and I was the happiest person ever. And I
She
seen
did that.
fireflies for the first. I'm like so excited about the simplest things.
So this gets into like a philosophical debate that we don't have time for.
Exactly.
But here's the thing, philosophically, right? And I'm not even gonna
As he goes into it,
philosophically.
we don't have time, but I'm gonna say my point, and then we're gonna stop.
Philosophically and psychologically, right? The things that we become used to are the things that we don't put the same value on as other people would. Like they say, the grass is greener on the other side, only because you're used to that grass that you've already seen, and then you see the other side and you're like, ooh, that looks great. But the thing about it is, a lot of times it's either the same or it's, equal to the experience of the other, and you just, because of your it's equidistant because of like the lack of experience with that thing, your mind desires to know what the other thing is. So anyway, that's enough of me nerding out for a second.
No, that's cool. That
But-
makes sense in Kendall's situation, but you don't even have a true opinion about trees.
Okay,
You don't like trees because your daddy said don't like trees.
I don't dislike trees. Like
He's treesist.
it's just
You just said
I don't dislike trees. Georgia trees. I've seen enough
weirdest
Georgia
interview ever.
trees.
nope. I'm not buying
That's
it, Eddie.
what it is.
I'm not
I've
buying
seen
it.
enough Georgia trees.
You just said I grew up mountains, valleys, and more beautiful things,
Right.
implying that
I didn't say more beautiful things. I said with beautiful things. Like I was saying, in addition to all of the beautiful things like the mountains, there
And the
are
trees.
all
Oh,
additionally
okay.
more beautiful things. And so, I don't have anything against trees. It's just the familiarity bred contempt. That I was familiar with all the trees that are out here, and then I saw new trees and saw new places and mountains and like the beach and palm trees. I like palm trees. I love palm trees. I didn't know I
it's
loved
a certain
palm
type
trees.
of tree.
It is.
Okay.
Still
I
a
get
tree.
it.
You have
It
to
is.
hate. If you're gonna be
Exactly.
treesist, you better be treesist to all of them.
That's the
Treesist.
thing. And you know what? We've
Yo.
and you know what? It's funny because we've had debates similar to this before.
Wait.
No.
We'll get to that later.
We're not gonna do the debate, but what I'm saying is that my idea is that things aren't mutually exclusive. They don't necessarily have to be mutually exclusive. If you don't like one thing in the group of things, that doesn't mean you hate the entire group of things. It means that one thing in the group of things is something that you don't like, but you can also like something else that is from that group. And so
But
Let's
semantics are important
Get through.
semantics are very important. Definitely.
in this day and age, for sure, because we're recording everything.
Right, of course.
And so when I go back and edit this and I show you guys a clip of him saying he hates trees, because I'm sure at some point he said it. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, get back to the music, man.
Yeah.
I think those two are now my favorite songs.
Yes.
Roll, since we linked up, Roll was the one that I was replaying over and over. But yeah, those are dope. And I actually sitting here and getting a chance to listen.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't love me, like me for who I'm gonna be, that's deep, bro.
Exactly.
Where did that come from?
So I think when I wrote that song, I was like reaching out, for love as we do sometimes, like when we're looking for someone to be with us, and things just weren't necessarily aligning, but there were so many people that liked me, so many people that wanted to be around me,
Okay.
and I'm like, well, I need somebody to love me.
Yeah.
And not just for like what I'm doing, not just for who I know, but I want somebody to love me for me.
Right.
Or even if they just see something in me that, you know, could potentially be something greater, you know, like, yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I wrote that song and yeah, I was still single for like, I think another year.
So is that a trust thing?
Partially.
Okay.
Partially a trust thing, partially like, I don't know, like just pickiness, you know, being.
Which is safe, I
right,
think.
of course, especially because, you know, like what's the statistic now? 50% or something like that of children in the United States. I am a child of, you know, parents who didn't stay together.
Oh, okay.
And so, you know, like, I feel like
It's only 50?
I'm
sorry.
It probably
That sounded
went up
bad.
at this point.
It actually
Honestly,
I expected it to be
went up.
higher.
Like last time I checked the statistic,
That's
that
across the
was
board.
low.
That's
Mm-hmm.
every nationality.
Yeah, every nationality
okay.
in the U.S. Yeah.
Okay.
And so one of the things about that is that, like, a lot of times, you know, we get into these situations where we never really wanted to be there, but we wanted to do what we thought we were supposed to be doing.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
And
Wow.
yeah, you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
people see the image of you know, people being together, people getting married, people getting a house, getting
Right.
a good job and all that, and they're like, this is just the way it's supposed to be, and because it's the way it's supposed to be, I want to follow that path. But then they end up settling for something that looks like what they thought was just where they needed to be, rather than exploring to find out what it is that truly makes them happy. And so
Is that what you're afraid of happening? That you'll
I wouldn't call it a fear. It's more so a goal. It's more a goal than a fear. I believe that, you know, our highest purpose on earth is to be able to achieve our ultimate happiness, you know, and to achieve peace. And the way to do that is to create the world around you that you want to see, and provide to the world what it is that you were made to provide, you know.
okay, and that could be different
It could be different
depending on the
for you.
person, because
Exactly.
the highest like form of peace could be in their singleness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I don't know. I don't have people around me that desire that, but
Right.
and I've heard and I've seen it happen with a few people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's interesting how you put it in the song, because
Yeah.
sometimes it feels unfair as a man going to pursue someone and the love ain't reciprocated.
Right.
So at what point do you decide, like, okay, well, at least you like me a little bit, but you can feel like the effort ain't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, it ain't reciprocated.
You
Like,
know, it's interesting, and actually a lot of songs on this album, actually came from a place of longing, and they came during a period of time where I was like writing songs about how I felt at the time. The song is called, the album is called Love Noir. So it's pretty much all about love, and like, you know, I had another project called Love the Experience, and that's all about like everything love for self, love for, you know, a career, love for life, love for all that. This project is specifically about, you know, the I love you, you love me, and what happens in between that kind of
Right.
thing. And so there are even some songs on there. There are some songs on there. I even will admit that they're like kind of toxic, like toxic love.
okay.
At least in my idea of toxicity, because you know, I believe that in terms of love reciprocation and things like that, you shouldn't have to
Work to achieve that.
You know, and I was almost gonna say that.
Yeah.
I was almost gonna say that, but no. I think anything that's worth having, you know, requires work. But I don't think that the work should all be done on one end. You know?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it don't seem like it should be a thing where we're working to find out if we like want to be with each other.
Right.
It should be simply like unpacking, you know.
Yeah.
Like, help me unpack this stuff that I'm bringing to the table, because truly I want to get rid of it. And if you can help me, you know, let's go for it.
And you know,
it
not
also requires communication and being vulnerable, though.
exactly.
Because if you're not vulnerable, you could want someone to unpack that for you, but you have to be willing to put it onto the table.
True.
Exactly.
Like, love goes both ways.
Yeah.
Like, because what your version of love may not be their version of love, because perspective is different.
Fact.
Because you're both individuals trying to figure out each other's like love languages and stuff like that.
See, that's an important thing, and I be trying to put people on to that.
Yeah.
Like, I love that idea. And I don't know what the guy name is or whoever created the 5 love languages.
Yeah.
Or if it's a guy or girl or whatever, but I like that idea. That's a good starting place for couples and relationships or whatever.
It definitely is.
So, reroute back to the music. The experience with the Fox. Talk about that, because I what's the name of the show?
It was called The Four.
So it was called The Four,
Yeah,
but it was on
Four
Fox.
Battle for Stardom on Fox.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
Ooh, now it's been about 4 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pre-COVID.
Yeah, pre-COVID, pre me moving to Los Angeles.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Where were you? Okay.
Yeah, that was when I still lived in Atlanta, and actually, it's funny because some of the people that I met doing that show are now like some of the closest people in my life, and were the people that helped me like make the leap to Los Angeles.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you were living in Atlanta. You went out there to audition.
Actually, so the way that it went, it was a like really busy time in my life in 2017, and then I got a call from somebody from Fox that talking about a new show that they wanted to pitch, and so I was like, yeah, I'm down, I'm up, I'm game for it. And then some months later, I got a call to come to a hotel in Atlanta. Went up there, did an interview.
I got one of them calls before.
Yeah.
Never mind. Sorry.
But yeah.
Kendall, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got the call. I went to the hotel and auditioned, and then
I'm moist.
I'm moist. I'm saturated.
I'm sorry.
I'm damp.
I'm sorry. My bad. You got the call to come to a hotel. You just threw that out there and it triggered something. All right, my bad, Eddie. Go
Call
ahead.
and response. I'm moist. But yeah,
So flashback.
Went there. I did an interview. Then I went back again, did an audition. Then there was a period of time where I was just flying back and forth between Atlanta and LA for like a couple months, and then I got the official thing saying that I was on the show, and then fast forward through all the things that I would get sued for talking about on an interview.
Okay.
Next thing you know, I'm on stage. Next thing you know, I'm on stage in front of all these people. There were actually some people who had seen me live before too, that were there.
You did original stuff?
I wanted to, and
was your shirt open?
of course, always.
So this has always been Eddie. Okay.
This is Eddie
Look at Kendall.
doing Eddie, always.
Okay.
And actually, I had done a show at Candy Burris' spot in Atlanta. What's it called? Old Lady Gang. Yeah. OLG. And there were some people that came out there, and actually one of the pieces of jewelry that I was wearing on stage from the show was a piece of jewelry that was given to me at Candy's spot by somebody who came with a whole group of friends to the taping of the show.
Okay.
And they were all in this like section right next to the stage, and so when I walked out there, they were like going crazy.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah.
That's what's up.
This is the thing. This feels good.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
So what has changed now for you in terms of like being on the show, and like you said, like it's plenty of people that want to be around you because of what you're doing. Like, so what's the biggest difference between
now and then?
Yeah.
So one thing I will say, going on the show, and for anybody watching this right now that's like considering going on on one of those shows, there are a few things to consider. You know, like for me personally, I was working really hard on some original stuff. I had some meetings with some important people lined up. That was right after I did Tank Savage tour. You know, and I had done the Candy Burst thing. I had like some meetings with some labels and all kinds of other stuff like that. And then I went on the show, and partially because of the contract and then also because of the outcome, a lot of that stuff like shifted when I got off the show. A whole lot of that stuff shifted. And so there was
in
like
a bad way?
In a different way.
Different. Okay.
I don't necessarily want to say bad, but like, you know, I was put in a position where, you know, the follow-up was the biggest thing, and I didn't know at the time what to do to follow up, or at least I didn't have the means to do the following up that I could have. And
to capitalize off of the opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I had like album stuff and tour stuff and all this other stuff lined up. And then after the show, next thing you know, I had a bunch of people hitting me up about talent shows. Like either they were hitting me up about talent shows or they were hitting me up about stuff that, you know, just wasn't what I wanted.
You felt tried.
Yeah, definitely.
I can see that.
Definitely.
I'm on TV. Y'all call me for a talent show?
Right, you know.
What?
And so
For free.
Right, exactly. Well, there were some that
they weren't flying you out or none of that?
Not the way that they were before.
Yeah.
But you know what though? What I will say, like the difference between then and now, like this has been a crazy, crazy year. I won't go into too much detail, but like so much stuff that I had written on my vision board, so much stuff that I've wanted to do like my entire life has been happening this year.
Wow.
And so far this year I've released an EP, 2 singles I think. I released this album just now. I've done the NAMM show. I'm getting excited just talking about it. Did Juneteenth at Centennial Park 2 days back to back.
Yeah, bro.
You know, just so far sounds all across the country. Just a whole bunch of stuff I've been wanting to do for a long time. And there's this new set of people that have shown up, and even some of the older people that have been in my life are re-showing up in a different way. And these people aren't like, oh, hey, that guy from the TV show, what's going on? You know, like, because after the show, of course, I was like signing autographs and all this other stuff like that. They're like, yeah, you're that guy on the TV show singing the Jonas Brothers song. But now I've got people coming up to me talking, not like saying, hey, this is Eddie Callier.
Right.
This is, you know, this is you.
He's a person outside of,
Exactly. And like they're talking about like my records, like the music that I wrote from my soul, like not a song that I sang on a show,
cover,
but like but like they're talking about what my music has done for their life and like how it's changed things or helped them, you know, get through things.
Right.
And, you know, it's so much emotional stuff. I keep calling her Hug and Cry Lady. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She probably won't watch this.
If you watch this interview, your name is not Hug and Cry Lady. But we did sit there after the set hugging and crying for about 10 minutes. And you will forever be in my mind because someone actually came up to me after the show this year, and she was just telling me about how one of the songs that I sang, and I did all originals at the show. She told me that one of the songs that I sang.
What's the song? How to Feel?
No,
Feel Your Heart?
I'm
messing up the name for sure. Sorry.
It's somebody save me from myself, 'cause I've been living with a broken heart. Like, I wanna love again, but I can't make it out. This shell that I've been living in, it's so hard. I feel like I've been someone else. Like, she came up to me after the show and was talking about how it felt like I was singing her life in that song. And apparently she had been going through a lot of stuff recently, and being able to be there and know that, you know, hearing those lyrics, she wasn't alone in the way that she felt.
That's what I've been telling people, man.
Yeah.
That's what this show is for. That's where it stemmed from. Like, the more and more we can as leaders, because we're all leaders because of the platform, the more and more we can be vulnerable and bold enough to be transparent about stuff we're dealing with, the art will sell itself. Those opportunities that you've been given, because you stayed true to you, like God done put you in a position to where you still done been able to, I mean, you said it, stuff that's been on your vision board, you're doing, and it wasn't until you stopped reaching for where you thought you were supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's important, because you'll find those priceless moments like the lady, to where if you even thought once about these opportunities aren't gonna come, I'm not gonna make it. Like, it's little stuff like that just put some more gas in the car and have you, hey, let me keep going. Like, that's essentially like what it's doing. And I would tell you, like, keep going, bro. Like, hold on to those moments those conversations, like, that stuff ain't in vain. You know what I'm saying? And we of course, we shoot for the stars. I just had this conversation about a week ago. We shoot for the stars a lot of times, thinking because of what the gift that you gave me, I'm supposed to be doing more. I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be there. And it's like, yo, it's people that you're impacting, like, already, and that's enough. Like, you can do well with those people.
You know
how
what?
crazy it is to just touch one person?
Yeah.
Like, music can say, if you could just say one person,
Facts.
you did a crazy miracle job that person didn't think they could do. Like, you literally say, like, just saving one person or helping one person get through their emotions in general.
Yeah.
Like, that's a tough job.
It
Especially
is.
if you feel you don't have an outlet or people to talk to.
Right.
And
Right.
I have something on both of those. So it's one of the things you said. It's the supposed tos that end up like deterring dreams. You know, it's the mentality of seeing something and thinking, well, I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing what you're doing in the time that you're doing it, and then what is supposed to come will come. You know, like, and like one of the things I always say, the only thing that really matters is now and what you plan for the future, because at the end of the day, everything else, like the way that the mind works, everything outside of the right now is just our mind's projection of what we believe it to be or to have been. And then, and then what you were saying, you know, you never know who that one person is. Like, you know, you could do something and it could change that one person's life, and that one person could go on to, like, save millions.
Bro,
you know,
I get DMs about songs I've done 6-7 years ago, and people are still playing them or just now finding out about them. I'm like, I'm so over that old stuff, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Be like, wow, like, how'd you even find this? Like, where'd this come from? It's like,
exactly.
it's crazy. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
And that could eliminate a lot of the pressure and stress we put on ourselves to be constantly, I need to create, I need to do more, Like, are we truly being, like, good stewards of what we've already been given? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, now you're talking
like,
to a preacher's kid
push
right
it,
now. You
push
about to
it,
make me
man.
shout.
Yeah, man.
I really don't think people understand, like, what artists, what we do, what we go through is real stuff. Like, some of us write about real experience.
Oh, all my stuff real.
Like, from a real place. Because it takes you to get out of that situation for you to be able to reach out and help others. So it's like, we went through it.
That's how you write? See, I'm writing while I'm going through it.
I was just about to say that.
I'm writing while it's happening.
Yeah.
Kendall, when I tell you I'm writing while it's happening, like, because I want to make sure I can't create based off of, like, oh, that happened a while. It won't be the same emotion.
It just depends. Like, for me, like, when it comes to depression stuff, because that's what I have for sure.
Okay.
Like, I have to be in the right state of mind to even be able to get it out.
I got you.
So it's like, usually it'll be like maybe a day or two after.
See, and for me, like, and one of the things about being an artist is that we're afforded the opportunity to do something that a lot of people aren't able to. We have the ability to express and release a lot of the things that are on our hearts and minds and souls. And so for me, like, the recordings happen like when it's all going on, when I'm in the midst of it, because that's therapy for me. Like my the project that I released in 2020, Love the Experience Volume 1, I had no idea going in what that project was going to be about. You know, it was a concept that I had for a long time, and I had songs that I'd written a long time ago, and then I was actually in Los Angeles visiting, and that was right when the Panini started. Everything shut down, and so I was just there. And I had my laptop, I had my gear, I had my guitar, and all that. And
you
so
play the guitar, bro?
Oh yeah. I played guitar, bass, drums, percussion, trombone, all the things. But yeah, like, so I had all that stuff with me, and so I just sat there and I started creating, and that was actually not too long after I lost my brother and my grandfather and a bunch of other people in my life the year prior, and I repressed a lot of that stuff. Like, I just pushed it down, and I started like just going out and trying to be around people and do things. And then when I was forced to sit down, I started creating. And at the end of writing, like producing and writing all these songs for this project, I was like, oh, that's what was going on in there. That's what was happening. That's, you know, what I've been going through this whole time, and I didn't even know that. You know, and so yeah, like, and being able to record those songs and get those off of my chest, like, since then has done so much for me. You know,
it's liberating.
It's so liberating. Like, I have a song on that project called Monster. It says, I feel like I've been trying way too hard to get back to ya. I don't know this monster I've become. Oh, look what you've done to me. Talking about, like, how a lot of times we'll chase after something that was never really for us, and we do so much to try to keep up and try to become a part of a society or a situation or a career or whatever, you know, that we do so much to try to do that we turn into something that we never wanted to be to begin with. So yeah. Yeah. Look, I got some deep stuff in there.
No, that's good stuff, man.
It's groovy, but it's deep.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and tell people where they can find the music, all that good stuff.
So you can find me everywhere. My name is Eddie Callier, and it's spelled EDICALLIER. I'll say it again. EDICALLIER. Okay, wait, one more time. EDICALLIER. And that is on everything: Apple Music, Spotify. If you're watching this 25 years from now, it'll probably be on Blonde Darthros. And Instagram.
Just tap your forehead and
just tap your forehead and you'll find me. It'll be right there. And
oh man!
And this is the amazing Kindle.
Tell them where they can find you, Kendall.
Oh yeah, you guys can find me at Kindle KINDALTATE Music on Instagram and everything. Like, that's just everything, everywhere. Everything and everywhere. So yeah, KINDALTATE Music.
Super dope. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
It's not that.
It actually works. I like
does.
it actually does. Like the syllables. It's like.
Hey guys. I'm gonna edit and put it at the bottom of the screen, so you guys don't have to worry about him rapping his name or her name. Look, I appreciate y'all coming, man.
Man, I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, this is real fun.
It was really one. So all right, so let me say this before we go. When you was performing, I took a couple pictures. I went on IG, and I saw in your bio you had the Fox 4 thing in there. I was like, he been on TV. This nigga ain't coming. And I was like, you know what? the shot.
Shoot the shot.
the
That's
shot.
what you gotta do.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot or
Yeah,
shoot.
man.
matter
So
what
no,
it is, shoot your shot.
I appreciate you coming, man,
Man, I appreciate
and rocking
you.
out, bro. This is the first episode of season 2, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy, man. Hey, don't forget, like, subscribe, the outlet on all social media.
Worship freely. Because I'm moist.
Listen, don't mind us.
I'm saturated.
Have a good day.
I'm damn